Good morning.
Hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm new. I'm not new to Duke. I've been here for a long time, but we switch every week. I'm Nishant Shah, one of the cardiologists here.
Okay.
I took over for Dr. Aslam, we switch every week, as you've probably seen. So I've not had the honor to meet you guys yet, and so I just wanted to say hi. I'm taking over, so, starting today through Friday.
Okay.
Hi. Hello there. I'm Nishant Shah. It's good to meet you. I read about you yesterday as I was coming on, and I read it all through all the notes, and we were just talking about like we normally do with rounds and everything. So it's a pleasure to meet you. Okay. We're just trying to do what we can to see if we see any neurological changes and things like that. We're maintaining him on obviously all the support and everything.
Where is his feeding tube?
Yeah, so it's this guy right here. The OG tube.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought it was going through his stomach. Okay.
Yeah, it goes down into
It goes
into
into his
It
stomach.
goes from, but instead of going through the stomach, we go through the esophagus.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're our goals here are to see it just keep supporting him like we are. See if I'm a very spiritual person, so I just hoping that there's a miracle
happens.
that we see some neurological changes that are positive, and keep trying to take fluid off with the diuretics to make sure he's peeing, make sure his kidneys can hopefully come back to the way they were before all of this happened with the bleed and then the aspiration event. Before trying to get his kidneys back to what they were, and I'm sure.
I know the kidneys told me he was down to like what 4.6.
Yeah, they're coming down. Yeah, it's coming a little bit coming down. We're hoping it comes down more, but he was as good as his creatinine was good as 1.9.
Okay.
So, so we're trying to get him pretty much back to the way he was prior to all of this unfortunately happening. And so we're hoping. I think the next few days we'll have an idea how long that's going to take. And go from there.
Okay, like with his brain injury, I don't know if I need to talk to neurology or you. I want to know exactly like where the brain damage was.
Yeah. So when I can tell you a little bit.
Okay.
So when we're looking at it, and it's called, we see it sort of globally, and so what that means is that the whole brain has like areas that look as if it was without oxygen for a period of time. So it gets a little swollen, it gets a little fluffy looking. You can see that across the entire brain. With time that can change. I don't know how much it'll change or not, but so that's one part. The second part is that there's a small bleed in the left frontal part of his brain. So that would be sort of like right this area
And
over here.
Is it still bleeding or has it stopped?
It's small, and usually it's not. If it's still bleeding, it would have expanded.
Okay.
I don't think we've seen any evidence of that,
Okay.
clinically either. But those usually can go away on their own. We're holding off any blood thinning outside of thinning the blood in some way for this thing to avoid from clotting off.
Exactly.
But we're holding off on any extra blood thinning or anything like that to make sure this heals nicely.
Okay.
And so that's what we're seeing.
So it's not like, because one of my girlfriends asked me, like, did it affect, like, one part, because y'all could tell where this affects your certain side or something?
It's like the whole
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and some parts will heal at different rates than others, and we can start seeing that based on if he does have some neurological recovery or changes, maybe like some parts of his body will function better than others, but right now we can't tell. And so we're just hoping, we're honestly hoping and seeing, we'll watch him very closely, check his reflexes, as frequently as we can, and see what happens. I will say this, just because I just want to be very transparent.
Right.
I don't like to beat around the bush.
Exactly.
I'm going to do everything we can for him. But for him to be reconsidered for an LVAD, there's two things that would need to happen. He would need to be much more awake.
Exactly.
And also be able to walk.
Okay.
And move. The
Right.
reason why is because they have to do the sternotomy
Mhm.
to put the bed in.
Mhm.
And for that area to rehab, he's got to be able to like
Walk
walk,
around.
move, build those
Exactly.
muscles. He
Yeah.
would not be a candidate if
He can't
those
walk.
two things.
Yeah. And
he would
he's not
be a
here.
candidate.
And he's
Yeah,
not here.
Yeah. Those are the two things. So,
Okay.
So, just wanted to throw that out there
I
in case no one's
understand.
ever mentioned that. And so,
I understand. And we
so-
were at that point.
Right,
You know, we were
right,
at that
right,
point.
right,
Things
right,
were
right.
looking positive.
Right.
He had started walking down the hallway
Yes.
and everything. So I'm just praying and hoping
yeah, me
that,
too.
you know, he can come back. But if not, you know, that's God's will. And I
Yes.
understand that, you know.
So we're hoping to. I'm praying.
Mhm.
And let's see what happens.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.